Welcome to the Hard Hat Training Series. Today we will talk about safety as it relates to a signal person during crane operations. We will provide information that will increase your knowledge and make you a safer signal person. During crane operations, the safety of employees can depend on signals given to the operator by the signal person. Because of this, it is essential that the signal person be capable of giving clear, accurate, appropriate signals that communicate the needed information. Beyond that, it is equally critical that the operator understands the signals given. These principles are clearly illustrated by a recent accident. 3 employees were working near overhead power lines. Frank was assigned as the signal person. Josh was working as the crane's operator, and Tim was the rigger. Operations were going smoothly. Several picks were safely made. Frank's cell phone had been going off occasionally throughout the morning, and he finally decided to answer it. Josh had been lifting and placing loads to the exact same area for a couple hours now, and he reasoned that he could be without a signal person for a few minutes. Frank stepped away from the operations to talk on the phone. Josh noticed Frank stepping away but decided to continue working. He was swinging the boom and wiring up at the same time, just as he had been doing. He anticipated the load being high enough to clear the power lines. Unfortunately, Josh was too far away from the load to accurately estimate the distance between it and the power lines. The load came into contact with the live wires. Tim, who was using a tagline to guide the load, was shocked. Luckily, he dropped the tagline in time to avoid electrocution. However, his hands and arms were severely burned, and he suffered permanent damage to his dexterity. Unfortunately, this story is not an isolated incident. While cranes are used around the world to lift and transport materials, they are dangerous machines. Using a properly trained signal person can mitigate these risks. With that in mind, the goal of today's training is to give you a general understanding of what is required to become a signal person. You will learn how to work safely around common hazards and some basic principles of crane safety.